hope you're having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. Look at that. Can you see that gorgeous sunrise through the trees? I love that little glimpse of sunshine in my life. It's like we lived in the mountains and we didn't really have it because we had trees all around us. That's why we didn't see sunrises. Sunsets you could see like in the winter when the like across like out my front porch you could see where the trees all lost their leaves and you could see it going down over the other mountain. But or when we're driving, which wasn't too much at nighttime or early morning, but love to see that orange sky coming up. It says, what is it? It was pink this morning. Pink sky in the morning. Sailors take warning. It's supposed to rain today. I can feel it. It is so muggy and wet. We have had a wonderful weekend. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It's one of those weekends where I didn't do, sometimes like the last few I feel like I've been filming to kind of be ahead to film for my week, and so and it just doesn't give you a break of like just normal life. So it was just nice to have normal life. So we did what did we even do Saturday? I know we had a little bit of running. Brooklyn's been working extra, so that's good. Young, working a lot, which is awesome. So we give them the opportunity, let them save their money so they can get a vehicle, so then when they turn 18 they can buy a nice vehicle and drive, which will be really good. So I'm excited for her. So a little bit of running, which was great, and then came back. What did we do? I was so determined to sit in my pool because all week long the days got so busy, like I didn't really get to sit out during the day, and I'm like, I'm gonna sit out in the hot sun on Saturday. So I came out, I don't know, I came back from dropping her off and I brought my lunch and sat outside, and I was like, it was all cloudy, and I'm like, all I want to do is go in the pool. And so it was so cloudy, but it was sunny and just beautiful. So I saw the sunshine peek out, and I'm like, I'm gonna go sit in my lounge chairs for however long I can. And I was over there maybe 10 minutes, and they went behind a cloud again. I'm like, okay, that's okay. So then we ended up doing some cleanup stuff. Went in the garage. We had to do some cleanup of the garage. We haven't really organized. Just more pickup. It's not that messy. We've been keeping up on it, but just a little bit of cleanup. We had to put all the kids, we got down there. When we moved here, we had their scooters and their skateboards. We put those all up on top and left their bikes down. And so it was so hot. Nobody rides their bikes when it's 1,000 degrees. They just don't. And so, and nobody rides their scooters and their skateboard. Well, not nobody. Not many, because it's so hot outside, and so we choose to swim or we choose to do other things. And so we got them all down for the winter, had their little hoverboards, all that kind of stuff. Well, now they haven't been riding them much because it is getting warmer, and so they keep their bikes down, but like the hoverboard attachments, all that kind of stuff, their scooters, we put those all up in the garage to get it off the garage floor, which was nice. So just kind of picked up in there. We did some yard pickup. They cut grass. We had to get all these live oak trees back here, and down in Florida here, I was wondering, I'm like, we're gonna get away from the pollen because we lived in the mountains, western North Carolina, and it is like the highest pollen content, I guess, in the United States, says the allergist that we went to for a child. And so he's like, I study here because the pollen content is such a high thing here. So I'm like, okay, surely it can't be that bad in Florida. Well, I guess this area of Florida is very high pollen content as well. So, but it's just earlier, and it's okay, but it's just one of those things that it's these beautiful live oak trees here behind us that emit, I don't know, we're learning about the pollen and everything else, but they just emit the wonderful things in the air that make you feel miserable. And so every time one of my kids has a sniffle, they've been going to the doctors. We're new here, so new germs, all that stuff. And so every time they go, I'm like, surely you've got some sickness. And they're like, it's allergies, it's allergies. And then every time I kind of talk to somebody, they're like, oh yeah, I just went to the drugstore and got some allergy medicine. And I'm like, it just reminds me back of like North Carolina. I remember we moved there, my ear clogged up, and it was like just such an allergic reaction to all the stuff. And so I have a couple that are going through it where they've never had it before. So it's just interesting how it works. But all these trees emit wonderful things, but in springtime we're learning it's like devastation here. So when you have a pool and an open pool, we're learning the pool. Like we moved in, we had to learn how to get our water levels right and everything else, what works, what doesn't. Could get a pool guy person out, could get a pool company to come out and test it and do it, but we want to learn these things yourself. That's the great thing about owning a home, is learning how to do things yourself. If you can't and you know your limits, I get you, go hire somebody to do it, but learning to do the pool. So every time it would rain, we'd realize, okay, wow, it's like we have to make sure we add a little bit more extra stuff because it's going to be worse, or turn up the salt generator so it produces more chlorine. Or when we had it heated, that was a huge issue through the winter, is making sure that we keep the chlorine up a little bit higher, because obviously keeping that heated pool, is hard to do. And so now we're like, what is this yellowy stuff in the pool? Because it wasn't mold, it's not mold, like moldy pool. It's like even when you brush it, it doesn't like come off like moldy pool does. And so we're learning it's pollen everywhere. And so it's just take a little bit more elbow grease, and we got it, which is fine. We're doing it, but it's just the upkeep, learning it, because we're like, why is the pool, the levels are right, we've had, you know, we're running the pool pump, we're doing our things, everything's good, and then it still has like that coat of yellow stuff. I'm like, what is that? The filter will be filthy, and you know, everything's coated with it, the tables, the ground, everything. And best way to learn is from other people in the area that live real close to you that have the same kind of things. And so seeing like their lanais covered with the tree stuff and covered with the pollen, and I know a lot of people do that to keep the pools clean. We like having it open. Maybe one day we'll put a lanai thing over top it, but I don't even know does anybody in our neighborhood have an open pool? I don't think they do. I think everybody in our neighborhood has a covered pool, which is great, and maybe we will, but like we don't have nice bugs, like we don't have mosquitoes. There's a few times, like very few, that we've been out here where like the mosquitoes were like, oh, they're biting us, but not like enough to go, oh, this is a problem. And then like it stayed so clean all last year until spring. It's been fine, just normal upkeep, vacuuming, obviously run the filter, all that keeps it clean, with the exception of us learning our pool levels. That's why I went in and out. So now the spring is gonna be the time that you're gonna be like, okay, you're gonna have to make sure you keep up on it a little bit more, keep it rolling. But we talk about doing the lanai thing over, you know, make it more like extension of your house, but I'm like, I think I would miss the open sky. I like something about swimming under the stars and just having that sun on you. So we'll see. We may in time, we may, but obviously this house had it for however long, 12 years that the house has been here with the pool, and no one even put one on. And they could have afforded to put one on, but they never did. So I'm like, I think that it's a good thing. So we're learning the pool, and we're learning all that. So this weekend was a good kind of, you know, get the filter rinse. We had to do it a couple times, and then get in there with our brush and kind of scrub off the pollen stuff. And I'm like, it looks beautiful right now. And so I'm like, all right, 2 days from now, we're gonna have to empty that filter, rinse it out again, and do it. But it's the pollen. It's the wonderful pollen from everything in the sky here. So a little bit of yard work, that's what we did. We did a lot of cleaning up, you know, picking up the trees, have all these wonderful little seed pods that they emit everywhere, all over the front, the sidewalk, and you can't just like blow them into the grass because they don't like return back into the earth. It's like we have weird grass here, so it's a special kind. So you have to like rake that stuff up and pick it up, and so just a little bit of work. That's what we did on Saturday. It was a busy day doing that, and then we ended up going for a car ride, just exploring the area a little bit, just kind of seeing like, Florida here has a lot of countryside. It really does. I think of Florida, I think of city, beach, all that stuff, but there is a lot of countryside, especially in our little area. And I'm like, wow, there is so much empty land out here. And so we just drove a little bit, got to discover a few new things, found some lakes, and I'm like, wow, there's like a whole other world out here. You don't even like, I feel like I'm back in like little old Zirconia in the mountains, you know. So it was good. It was just a good day. Sunday we got up at church, and then came back, and we left and went to the beach for the day, and it was beautiful. Blue sky, sunshine, the water was warm. We had a great time. I think I got some clips. I'll try to remember to stick them in. If I do, I'll put them here, and if not, I just forgot. It was beautiful. Gorgeous. We saw our first jellyfish, which was exciting. We're learning all the, you know, beach. We've seen the manatee. The manatee swam right behind me when we first moved here, which was a little terrifying, but it's there. Obviously, it's their water. And then we had, what else do we have? We had crabs, a big giant crab in the water. The kids had unearthed some from the ground one time, and so, you know, you see a little tiny ones in little fish and stuff, but the jellyfish, it was dead, but we got to see two actually washed right up on the shore. I was like, oh, that was really weird. So just fun things to see and do, but it was just beautiful. And then we drove home and had a nice drive home, and just a great day. And as you saw, I did a lot of cleanup because we kind of got home late, and then just kind of dropped everything. Most of the stuff is picked up. Everybody put their towels in the back for the most part. Lunches emptied. Some kids fell asleep, so some of their lunches were there, and I'm like, I don't mind emptying. So I just left it and went to bed. We came out and actually swam last night, and then went to bed and got up today, and I'm like, it's a whole new week this week. So we're gonna have a great day today. So that is the extent of my cleaning for now today. I'm like, I wanted to like get up and get it done and get it rolling, and I gotta run Brooklyn to work here in a few minutes, and then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna make some food. So I've got some treats that I want to make for some family, so I can mail that to them. So I want to get that done today, so I can get that in the mail tomorrow morning, so it gets there before too long. So that is my focus for today. So we're gonna do some baked treats. I'm excited to do that. I got a little list to make, and I'm like, that'll be a good Monday vlog. So we still got some little bit of food from the weekend left over. Delicious food, by the way. All that food was so good, and there's leftovers. I'll probably make tacos tonight though, because there's a little bit of chicken, but we can have that throughout the week. But it's gonna be a great day. It's gonna be a good day. We're supposed to have rain, So I'm anticipating just a rainy afternoon, which is quite all right. So we'll go in, I'll get Brooklyn to work, I'll come back, I'll start baking, getting that done. We got school to do and chores to do, and then it's a Monday. So I wanted to give you some encouragement for the day. This morning I was encouraged. I was having, you get those moments of like, okay, and you feel down, it's all normal, natural things that get in your head, and so it's so easy to like fall into that darkness trap. And so church, they talked a lot about that and just making sure to get in that light and get encouraged and be encouraged. And so I was this morning, and I just went, oh, what a great day. What a good day. It's like very easy to get your mindset focused on like the negative and all the bad things, and then like the enemy is right there to mess, because he has a plan for your day. He has a plan for your life, and he would love to see you be distracted and down. And so just to be mindful, no, the darkness has to hide when the light comes. And so keeping your focus on Jesus, keeping in your word, listening to scripture, getting encouraged by a message, all good things to do. So my encouragement for you today is from Philippians 4:6. Do not be worried or anxious about anything. That's my favorite. Anything. But in everything, by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And I think that's a good one, because how many times a day do we get anxious? How many times a day do we get a financial bill in the mail and we're like, how am I going to pay that? We get anxious. How many times do we hear somebody say something about us and we get like anxious? How many times do we have some kind of thing in our life happen and you want to get like anxious and get all like worried about it? All the times. But it says right here, do not be anxious about anything. Nothing. Like God did not make our minds and our bodies able to sustain and have all those anxious and anxieties and things in our life. He knows we are not able to cope with those, and we know that by just life and people in general. And so God did not make us that way, but he made a way for us to deal with it. He said to do what? By prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving. All right, Lord, I trust you, I thank you, here's my request. Make them known to God so that he can work those things out. We don't have to worry about them. God will take care of those things. We just got to have that faith that he's going to. So think about your own life. What worries or anxieties do you need to bring to God? Oh, I got a list. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Keep on going on. I got a big giant list. I'm sure you have some too. But what things can you give to God today to not be worried about today? Think about those. So today, here's your day. Maybe make a list. I made a list this morning. Make a list of things that you are worried about, concerned about. Give those to God. And say, all right, Lord, thank you that you're going to take care of that. Thank you. If there's something I need to do, let me know what I need to do. But here, I'm passing these to you because that is for you to deal with, not me. Casting those cares and concerns to him, because why? He loves you, he cares for you, he's got a plan for you, and he wants you to rely on him. So it makes your days so much brighter, so much better. Problems happen, things happen. You still have negativity in your life, you still have bad toxic people in your life, you still have things going on around you, you still have bad relations, you might have all these things going on, you might have medical things, but if you can trust in God and give those things to him, he is going to bring that peace. It says that God will bring complete peace. That can only come from him, and he will do those things in your life. That's what you want to have, because you want to be able to keep going, focus on the things that you have a day, because there's enough troubles for today and tomorrow. So just focus on today, the concerns and worries, give to him. So are you ready for a great day today? I am ready for an amazing day. We're going to go back in. I have to go drop Brooklyn off. I'll come back and we'll start making some treats. You sound good? All right, let's go have a fantastic, wonderful Motivation Monday. Let's get some things done. Motivate for the week to set yourself up for success. It's going to be good. All right, let's go. So I'm going to start making my first one. It's called honey bun cake. This is something in my cookbook here. Very easy, delicious recipe. Something we have made over the years. Just haven't made it in a long time. So I was able to get our cake mixes. I got these at the discount store for like, I think they're $1. And I was like, oh, that's a great deal. But they were that much at Aldi for Aldi brand. So no worries, we'll use it up. So I'm going to make this. So in my mixer here, I'm going to put one of these. And then put 4 eggs in there, 1 cup of sour cream, and 2/3 cup of oil, and then mix it up. So after that's mixed up for about 3 minutes, you're gonna put half of it in a 9x13 pan, and then in a separate mixing bowl, you're gonna mix up 1 cup of brown sugar, and it's about a ½ cup of chopped pecans. I'm not doing any of that, or pecans, depending on where you're at, and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. I'm just gonna do the brown sugar and cinnamon, and then you're gonna layer that in the middle, and then put the other cake mix on top, so you're gonna bake it. Delicious, it's easy. 350 for about 45 minutes, and then we'll make our frosting. It's similar to the honey bun. Remember I think it's Hostess had one when I was growing up. They had them, they're like the swirly things, and then it had the layer of like powdered sugar frosting. They could literally almost lift it up like a piece of cheese. I know, like plastic cheese. It's not like that, homemade, but it's delicious. So let me mix this up. We've got that in the oven baking. So now I'm gonna start on cinnamon bread. This cinnamon quick bread, I think I was telling Brooklyn, was asking what I was making today, and I said, I think in one of our vlogs when we first were in the mountains, you were making this, like you were like barely could reach the counter. I'm thinking you had the big giant mixer and you were just mixing this bread up for us. So I'm like, it's been a little while since I've made this. I've made it since then, but just not as much. So I'm gonna put all the ingredients in here. I'm looking at, for 3 loaves of bread, you cream the following. First, you're gonna do 1.5 cups of butter, margarine, 3 cups of sugar, and 3 eggs. Put those in there and mix it up. While that is mixed up in your mixer, in a bowl here, you're gonna make 3 cups of buttermilk. So now, normally I've always used regular milk, put in a little bit of vinegar or lemon juice, always did that, but I do have this. Doesn't make a difference? I don't know, I guess we'll see. So I just have to do, I had to make sure I had enough. So I need 3 cups, so I needed 12 tablespoons of this. So I'm gonna add my water to this and mix it up. And then in another bowl, you're gonna mix up your dry ingredients. This is gonna be 6 cups of flour, 3 teaspoons of baking soda, and 3 teaspoons of salt. It's a big batch. There's gonna be a lot of this. Then you're gonna just mix it all together in here. So I'm just gonna slowly go back and forth and alternate it. And then you mix 2/3 cup of sugar with some cinnamon in a bowl separately. And then I'm gonna be layering it in my little bread pans. I use these. These worked really good to ship it because otherwise you have to worry about it like getting ruined. So this worked really good, and then they were able to put it right in the freezer. So I'm gonna just spray these and put them in there. But let me mix up this cinnamon sugar mixture. So the only thing I did different was I added a little bit of brown sugar to that cinnamon sugar mixture just to give it, I don't know, I feel like I should have did that for the top. So those are in the oven, that's good. It makes a whole cookie sheet full. I don't know how much it's gonna make, how many little ones it's gonna make. So now I have to make my honey bun cake is out of the oven. So I need to mix up here. I mixed up 1 cup of powdered sugar, a tablespoon of milk, and a tablespoon of vanilla. Whisk it up, and then you're gonna poke holes with a fork on the warm cake and then spread the frosting on and let cool. It's yummy. The next thing I'm gonna do is gonna be blueberry muffins, but in these little bread containers because it'll be easier to ship. So I'm just gonna do this one. I'm gonna double my recipe. So it's gonna be 1 cup of brown sugar and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon put in here and just mix that up. And that'll be my topping. Oh, actually, you know what? Skip all that. I've got this. I'm gonna put this on top of it. That'll be yummier. Okay, for this recipe, I'm gonna be doubling mine. So it's gonna be half a cup of butter. And then you're gonna take, I'm looking at my recipe, 1/4 cup of brown sugar and 2 eggs. Mix all that in granulated sugar, half a cup of granulated sugar. Do all that in here and then we'll move on to the next part. And then it's 1 3/4 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt. So I've got that in here, the sugars and the egg, and then I'm going to add in half a cup of sour cream, and 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla. Then I will mix that up, and then I'll alternately add 1/4 cup of milk and then that flour mixture, and then pour in my blueberries. When to get I knew Walmart used to have wild blueberries. They're the tinier ones because my last bag was wild. I found it in my freezer, but they've been in there for a while, so I'll give the fresh ones to him. We'll just mix them up. I've got a little bit of maple. I'm going to put just a little bit of that in there. Just a little bit. Not even half a teaspoon is good. It'll make it a little more yummier. So I got this stuff at Christmas at Big Lots. So I gotta remember, give myself a note to get more of it because I'll get more for the year to put on top of like blueberry muffins. So instead of doing the muffins, just did these in the pan. So I will put these in. I'm not gonna double the oven up because I wanna make sure it has lots of room to cook properly. So I will put this in a minute there, and then the next thing we do is just mix up some cookies, some M&M cookies, so that I can make those a little bit this afternoon. So these are really good. These are the Mama Bell's recipe. These are her recipe. This is her recipe. I do it. Someone said I'm not making an exact copy in it. She uses butter. I use margarine, but she might use butter or margarine once in a while. I don't know. So it tastes great. It's amazing. We like it. So Mama Bell's, go to her, Just the Bells, their YouTube channel. She makes this for her large family. It's delicious. We've been making them a lot. You've seen me make them a lot. We made them for ice cream sandwiches. I'm going to make some to send because they're that good. So I'm just going to add my chocolate chips and M&Ms in here. Got your cookies in. Okay, so my cinnamon bread. Not happy the way, I don't know if I missed a step or what, but like it's sticking to the pan. So I tried to take one out and dump it out. It did not. I should have sprayed it better. I did not. So for me, it tastes fine, but it just doesn't look very pretty. So to send that, I'm not going to see this? Like here's this, these are gonna be muffins. These will come right out of the thing. So this is good. So you want to keep these. So what I'm going to do, I made my cake here. Look at that. It's like a cinnamony honey bun cake. So I'm going to make, I have another box of cake mix. I'm going to make some of those in place of my cinnamon ones that I messed up on because, you know, it happens. So those can go in our freezer. We'll eat them. Basically, it'll be like crumbles, but it'll work. So I'm just going to mix up the same thing, the honey bun cake again, and put it in small pans. All right, I'm over here now doing some no-bake cookies. So what I did, busy morning. We still have, I haven't had anybody help do the dishes yet in the kitchen, but we did our school, did that kind of stuff. So threw me off with those first cakes. I'm like, okay, those, just don't worry about, move on, make another batch. So I got the new ones in the oven, which is good. Cookies are baking at the same time. And then I'm like, let me utilize my stove here. So I'm making no-bake cookies. That's another one that they like. So recipe, it's from my cookbook. It's on my blog. It's very simple. So I'm just gonna cook this here. And then we do 2 cups of sugar, a half a cup stick of butter, a half a cup, which is a whole stick of butter, and a half a cup of milk. And then bring this to a boil. When it comes to a boil, add 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, half a cup of peanut butter, mix that up, and then you're gonna bring it to the boil. Make sure the boiling temperature, make sure it gets to 230. Let me double check. 230. So I got my thermometer here, 230. Once it's at 230, then everything is gonna set up just fine. And then I'll add 3 cups of oatmeal and vanilla in there too. So this is good. Get these made. I might make another batch. I'm gonna debate how much to make, because I wasn't planning on making the M&M cookies. And then, but I think I might do these, and I'm gonna do peanut butter cookies too. So easy. It's doing good though. Sun is actually coming out. It was supposed to rain all day. It didn't actually rain all day, so we might have some sunshine day today. And then I gotta get on dinner. We're gonna do tacos tonight. So we've got lots of tortillas, which is funny because last few months we ran out of tortillas and we have so many now. So I'm like, let's do tacos tonight. So that'll be easy enough to throw together. So good Monday, feeling really good, getting things accomplished in the home. Hopefully your day is going well too. Okay, doing good, getting things done. So these are good. So I just put the icing on and it'll get harden up. The kids have already like take little pieces like, this is really good. I'm gonna take a bite out of this. No bakes are done. I'm just gonna be doing the chocolate chips in the oven. So I'll start mixing up the peanut butter. Peanut butter are easy. It's a home ec recipe from when I was in 6th grade. It's 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of sugar, 1 egg. That's it. Mix it up. That's the one that they like. It's simple, easy. I know you can do 10,000 versions. That's just the one. So I'll mix that up in here. Okay, busy afternoon here. So cookies are getting done. So I put the peanut butter in here. I was on the phone. You're just gonna put, it's a cup of peanut butter, a cup of sugar, and 1 egg. So I'm gonna put in 3 cups of sugar here. I got my other stuff here, and then after it sits and cools, I will, which they're pretty much cooled, I will start wrapping them in plastic and then package them up that way. So great day, good day. The sun, it's not gonna storm. So that's positive. It ended up being just sunny and beautiful outside. It's really hot. It's supposed to be cooler, but it's not. So, good day. I'm just getting stuff done. I gotta get dinner rolling here in a minute after I get these done. After I put all those out, I forgot they're supposed to have sugar on the balls and then smash it down. So I'm gonna dip them in the sugar. See if that works. It's good. Okay, almost done. Almost done in my kitchen. So we've got all these right here. These turned out really good right here. So I've got the nice things here. I will wrap those up individually. So this is what it's, let me show you what it looks like. Can you see inside? This is what happens when kids take bites out of it. That's okay. It's okay. It's real life. That's how it looks. It's really good. Nice sweet cake. So that is done right there. I've got all of the cookies right here. I'm gonna just pack some of those up, not all of these. These turned out, I was on the phone, I was doing these, and all I could think of was, did I boil it long enough to make them harden? So I was afraid this one, but they did. Because you know, sometimes you make them, they don't. The peanut butter cookies are in there. What I'm doing right here is cooking meat. So I've got a package of hamburger raw, and I cooked it, and then I had a container in my freezer. I just pulled it out, and it was from our flatbread tacos. It had chili beans in it with taco meat, and I was like, it's just a little bit, so I threw that in there. Why not? And then there's refried beans as well. I was gonna make rice. I'm not going to. All I'm gonna do is get tortillas out and get lettuce, which I have, and then do some cheese. I think if I have to do cheese, and that's it. Easy, making myself easy today. Dishes, been doing dishes. I'm ready to get out of the kitchen. I feel like I've been here all day. I have. It's already 2 o'clock, so, but in and out, doing other things as well. So it's been a great day. So let me finish up this meat. So we're gonna have tacos for dinner tonight, and freedom, sunshine. I might even get outside, you never know. My Amazon guy was here, he just dropped this off. This is something I got as well to send. I just wanna check it, make sure it works all good like it's supposed to. But it's a foot massager. You know, we're getting older. Is everybody getting older? I'm getting older. I can admit that, I'm getting older. And feet ache, ever have that? Yeah, feet ache, body hurts. This is something, let me see, let me get this out, we'll see. Okay, this is a requested item, and so I wanted to make sure that it worked good, but I'm not gonna put this for your feet to go in. I'm not gonna put my feet in it because it's not gonna be my feet to go in here. But, oh. Wow, okay. It's gonna be him. It's not a hand massager, it's a foot massager. You put your feet in there and it kneads it. It's got compression. So like squeeze it. Oh yeah. It's even got heat. It's not, there's hot and there's not hot. This is gonna be great. Oh my goodness. Yes. I was told the feet are achy and the feet hurt, and so would like something to massage. Oh, that's like squeezing it. Okay, that's gonna be really nice. Squeezing my hands. Remember, this is for your feet, not your hands. Wow. Oh, that feels really good. I just massage my hands away. Oh my goodness, that's like squeezing my hands. Let's turn that down. Let me turn it down a little bit. Ouch. Okay, how cool is that? It's got a little remote to be able to do it. It's got the, it reminds me of when I go to the nail salon and you sit in the chairs and you have it. Obviously you don't have the feet, but look at this, unzips too. So you can take these out and wash it. Cause I was thinking, I'm like, I'm not gonna even dry this out, use my hands, but how would you clean it? Cause you know, feet are gonna get sweaty and gross. Look at how awesome that is right there. Very cool. I got this one, MOUNTRAX foot massager with remote control. You can literally put your feet in and then you could have it, push it for the heat, for the kneading, for the compression, let it squeeze your feet, and then enjoy. That's gonna be really nice. I want to try this out so I know how to use it before it gets used, and I can kind of know like how to do it, what to do. So that's a good thing. Awesome. This is gonna be a really good thing. Let me put it back in the box. You know what's nice about this? It's very lightweight as well. Yes, very lightweight, not at all heavy. So what a great gift idea. Think older. I mean, I'm older and I enjoy this kind of thing. Foot massaging, because like if you don't, you gotta have somebody rub your feet, and that is just time consuming. Put yourself at a chair, put your feet in, turn on some video, start watching something. Great little thing. All right, I'm gonna go put this away. Okay, today was a fail day. I messed up on the bread, and then look at the cookies. Look at the oil coming out of the peanut butter. Did I add way too much? I was chatting away with you guys, did I completely mess up? I feel like I added the 3 cups of peanut butter, 3 things of sugar, and 3 eggs. I don't know, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens, you know what? It's not always gonna be perfect. It's not gonna always work out amazing, and that's okay. If it doesn't, you know what do you do? So I have some wonderful things here to send, and that's the point. That's a good thing to do. So I'm gonna wrap these up in plastic a bunch of times, and then be able to get done out of my kitchen. My meat's all cooked. I have the kids, they're gonna come shred cheese and the lettuce, all that good stuff. Okay, cleaning up, packaging up. So the cookies, I'm wondering if maybe because I put them in the sugar after. But usually you roll them in sugar anyway, so I don't really know. We'll see. I'm gonna let them sit for a minute. I'll try them. Maybe they won't be bad. I don't know. We'll see. Cookies, I still gotta put a few more out here into containers. I don't know how many I'm gonna do because I don't know how much I want to shove in a box because you gotta ship it. So let me see. We'll see if we can get some more in here. Okay, I don't really like peanut butter, but those don't taste bad. I mean, I don't mind peanut butter, but I just don't like peanut butter cookies. They don't taste bad at all. Not at all. So I'm gonna say winner. So I'm gonna just put these like this, saving those ones goes a little bit brown around the edges. Now I'm done. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna close today's video. It's a little bit early. I gotta run and pick up Brooklyn. Come down, have the kids come put the dishes away. They're gonna shred the lettuce. They're gonna shred the cheese. We're gonna have tacos tonight. Sun is still outside, so I'm thinking it's blue sky day. I think it's 83 degrees. I'm thinking I need to be finished, change into something more short sleeve versus long sleeve here, and then I close today's video. So you have a fantastic, I'm talking the best rest of your day. Come back tomorrow, we'll do some more stuff. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.